Hi everyone from Dunrovin Ranch in Lolo, Montana. It's a sunny but a kind of cold, at least cool Sunday afternoon in February. And we are here with none other than Miss Gertie and Miss Maud, the Donkey Divas, and their new handlers. This is going to be getting started with, first I'll introduce Kate. This is Kate Dunn. And James, if you want to put the lovely photo of the birthday cake that I one time received from Kate. And I have to say that this birthday cake was the closest you'd come to the Divas before. Is
That's
that
right. That's
yes.
exactly right.
Yes, and she made me this lovely cake with a picture of the Divas because that's what I asked my husband to do, and he came to Bernice's, did he not?
He did indeed.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
This was several years ago.
Several years ago,
yeah.
Yes. And Kate is the one who's responsible for our column and illustrations of the animal advice from the wise asses. So, James, if you wouldn't mind putting up her illustration, you are a talented lady.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
A baker. Illustrator.
That's right. Yeah. And a soon-to-be donkey trainer.
Donkey trainer. Who'da thunk. And a writer.
No one ever thinks it.
Also a great writer.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, well, this is great. We're just delighted to have Kate.
Thanks.
And, of course, everybody knows Kelly, ranch manager
Hello.
Kelly. And, Kelly, what have been your previous encounters with donkeys?
None. I did take some riding lessons on a mule. Mm-hmm. I worked with a Mustang and mule trainer out in Colorado, and it was fascinating because it's very different.
Yeah, well, you see here, this is a case in point. Okay, you don't lead a donkey, yet, which I'm trying to do here with Gertie. You actually drive a donkey. So let's just drive her forward. Come on. You don't drive it.
You drive from behind.
You drive from behind.
Okay.
You drive from behind. You don't pull from in front. They
Backseat
get
driver.
really stubborn. And they just put their little legs down and say, I'm not doing it. I'm not going anywhere. And those of you who are longtime members know that we have a third wheel over here. This young guy wandering around. Come on, Aiden.
You're probably wondering how we keep grabbing these strangers.
Yeah, this poor guy just showed up today, and here he is on camera already. And I want you to tell us just a little bit about yourself.
For sure. Hi guys, my name is Aiden Morton. I'm a freshman journalism student at the University of Montana, and I'm super happy to be here with these guys at Dunrovin today. So.
Yeah, he's going to do a little project, photojournalism project, and he's chosen us, so this is going to be fun. We'll get to see some of your photos.
For sure.
Yeah, this will be fun.
I'm excited
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Okay,
Well,
great.
Gertie approves of you, Aiden. So
Yeah, I can tell, right?
Okay, so in the past, the Divas have gone out and about around town on a number of occasions. They have made presences at Caras Park, where we opened up a treasure chest and children would put on decorations, purple and red, of course.
Oh, how fun.
Yes, and then had their photos taken with the donkeys. And they've been in the Parade of Lights, which is around Christmas time in downtown Missoula. But it's been several years since we've really had them out and about. So they're a little bit rusty. And so this is going to be our training program has to kind of start now because we do have something planned for them, don't we, Kelly? What do you have planned?
Yes, on April 13th, which will be here before we know it, Kate and I are taking the Divas to be in the opening day parade for the International Wildlife Film Festival. It's the annual festival in Missoula. And on that Saturday of opening night, they have a parade.
Yep.
And
They call it the Wild Walk.
the Wild Walk.
Yeah.
So of course we're all perfect for it. And our theme is Wild Thing.
Yeah.
You know the song.
Wild Thing.
By the
you make my heart sing.
By the Trogs. And I noticed how I cut them off from the singing. And so they're gonna. This is just the
We
beginning
gotta work on that a little more, Suzanne.
of their beatnik attire. I've gone. Amazon and I are good shoppers together, and China is involved too.
Oh.
And so these This is the beginning of their beatnik outfit, and they will be playing music from their pack. James is going to hook us up with the sound system, and we will be playing the song Wild Thing as Kate and I drive the donkeys down one of the main streets in Missoula. And then,
flash alert. Our wonderful James is in the process of getting this live streamed. We will have this live streamed from downtown Missoula.
Oh, there goes our plan of messing around. we could have not even gone.
I know, but this is really going to be fun. So he is setting this up with a group in Missoula that does community broadcasting.
Fantastic,
right.
James.
Yes, and they're going to do the whole parade, and you will see these four in whatever condition they are. And I will be the chauffeur. I'll drop them off and pick them up and be drinking a lot of wine in between.
Okay, awesome. Driving with donkeys.
Exactly. And then afterwards, the Divas will make a guest appearance at Brookdale.
Oh, that's going to be great.
That's going to be fun. Yeah. So they'll be all duded up, and of course, purple for the gray, Miss Gertie, and red for Miss Maud.
Oh, and they have hippie names, by the way.
Oh, they do?
For the parade.
Oh, my goodness.
Groovy Gertie
Groovy Gertie.
and Mellow Maud.
Mellow Maud, yes, mellow. Mellow fellow and Groovy Gertie.
There you go.
So, let's
Today-
just walk through what's going to have to happen here. You're going to have the donkeys with music on their backpacks, right?
Correct.
Okay, and they're going to be walking along over all kinds of different things like railroad tracks and bridges, and there's going to be a lot of nonsense going on around them, right? So that means to get them ready for this debut and not have a total, complete disaster.
Yeah.
We have to get them ready for all of these various things.
Desensitized.
Desensitized. So I think the plan has to include a couple of really important elements. Number one is learning how to lead them over anything. Because you will come up to things that will be new for them. And they have to trust that you can take them across.
I was going to say, that's the big thing, is that, Kate, you can come back. Okay. Should I
Can't she?
So Gertie apparently is...
my little wand?
No, come on back.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
All right.
Just pretend, don't even look at it. Just pretend, la, 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 la.
Oh, yeah, she's following now.
What kind of...
Okay, there she is. Yeah.
There's not a donkey behind me.
Well, I was going to say that a lot of this is
go.
our confidence. Is we're just going to walk over anything, and if we make a deal of it, it's a deal.
It's
if we
a
don't
deal.
make a
Okay.
deal of it.
That's
Okay.
absolutely correct.
You are no
So,
big
but
deal.
I think between now and then you need to
I know,
practice
you are a
over
big deal,
pallets and
actually.
over getting them to go walk through the tires and any of the obstacles.
And trust us.
Trust you and to do it. And as I was saying earlier, what you need is your donkey stick, okay? And because you basically drive a donkey, okay? And I'm really glad to see that we have the color coordinated stick.
You doubted. You doubted I would be ready for... You did.
doubt
I
this.
know.
And
Did I come through?
Here's
Yes.
what I have,
Yes.
the way I have always done this, is keep my stick in my right hand, okay? And then I have the rest of the lead rope in my left hand, right? And I use my stick to push them. And I just, move them along here, kind of push them along. And then if they won't move, I kind of go behind them. Come on, let's go. There we go.
All right, come on,
There we
Mud.
go. Come on.
I'm sure you hit her
And
on the butt.
if you do this just right, you can keep them right along with you. Come on.
She's testing you, by the way. She knows exactly what she's supposed to do.
Well, you're just going to count.
There you go, see?
There we go.
That's right. And the stick is the motivator. And you should be really very much a drill sergeant at keeping their nose not in front of you. Gertie's in exactly the right spot right now.
Keeping
You
their
should be
nose
right about
not
your elbow. You don't
Okay.
want them getting ahead of you.
Okay.
And that's where your stick comes in. If they start to surge forward, you put it out in front of them, move them back. You see, this is why you have the stick. And this is a little long for me. I like the
Yeah, the red one is shorter.
yeah, the dressage
Should we
ones.
switch?
It's okay. I can learn
It
to
won't
do some,
be
but I think we need to
coordinated
get the
then.
dressage ones. Okay, so anyway, the idea is you move behind them to move them forward. Come on. And then if they get out of hand and get ahead of you, you move the stick to keep them.
She likes to follow Gertie.
You're right. I know I have the easy one.
Good, yeah. That's okay. So just practice, because practice with having that in toward her hind end.
Yeah, that's really nice there, Kate. She shouldn't have to be pulling on your lead. They should be walking with you. And that's why when you sit, and Kelly was absolutely right. If you look at them and pull, they're not going to come. If you just think, go ahead, they will
Where you're
come.
going, yep.
Yep. Going to watch where they're going.
And all this applies to riding. When you start riding the horses, it's the same thing. Look where you're going and expect
Them to come. Okay,
Don't
so
look at
I
her.
think both of you should practice
it's
this
hard.
individually and together.
Okay.
Okay,
want her to go
and you might want to decide who's going to do which donkey.
Oh, I'm doing Gertie.
I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the purple.
I think so. Yeah. I think Kelly and Gertie's personality, don't you think?
Absolutely.
They go hand in hand. Okay, so why don't you get out there and walk together and see if we can't keep them moving along. All right? Moving our donkeys.
And make little circles, but look where you're going, Kate,
Yeah.
always. And then, Kate, stop.
And now you take your stick and back them up.
Come up.
Oh, she's getting a little.
They should stop right with you. Yeah. And a lot of this going and stopping is really good at first. I would not do obstacles at first. I would just get them used to walking with you and being in the right position.
So, Kate, if you need to, you can reach back and tap the butt without
Right.
even stopping and looking, really.
Yeah.
Come on.
Look where you're going.
Oh, I gotta look where I'm going. Don't look at the cute donkey.
No. During Pony Club, I say it 1,000 times every lesson. Kids, don't look at your horses. You know what it comes from? It comes from not trusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're asking instead of telling them. If you don't look, you're telling them, we're
Right.
just going over here. Yeah.
She can see the pleading look in my eye when I look back at her.
And eventually you should get to the point where your lead is always loose. They're just staying with you. And they're a little rusty on this right now because they haven't been doing this for a while. But they will get the hang of it, as will you. Okay? And your confidence is all important.
And if you can anticipate, like I knew that she wouldn't stop when I stopped, so at the same time, I did this in front to kind of remind her, oh, you're stopping, then I do.
Okay.
Right.
Donkey training.
Donkey training 101.
Yes.
Here it is.
And then you show your donkey.
Yeah. All right. I like the berets.
I'm not signing off on that one.
All right. Well, she's kind of facing the right direction. There we go.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Facebook.
Now, as you get them to follow you readily, then you're going to want to make sure they're doing it with their pack saddles on. Mm-hmm. So that, that you're going to take this whole thing in steps. So you add the pack saddles and you get them to go everywhere and up and over obstacles. And then you add the music. And then you add whatever else is going to be. I've heard
the bum bags.
I've heard the balloons mentioned.
Oh, there will be balloons on each one.
Yeah.
Kind of like Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So they have to get used to all this going with them.
They're going to have a hippie flower taped to their tail as well.
Oh, there you have it.
And they have bell bottoms,
Bell bottoms. Well,
which I got to think about how to do that. But.
this is going to be quite the deal. So let's get one of them.
Do you want Gertie or Maud?
Doesn't matter.
How about Maud?
Okay.
Because you have the red with you there.
Okay. These are their saddle bags. Okay. And I'll just put one on here for you. It's no different than a horse really, where you put the whole thing. And she hasn't had one on for a while, so you can tell that this is the side that goes with the saddle on the upset. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then these are little sawbucks, and these are what pack horses would also use. They're called sawbucks because they have this kind of configuration up here in front where the two meet together. This is kind of an old-fashioned way of doing it. They have better pack saddles now for horses. But it's just exactly like a horse. You do all of your tack on their near side, which I'm on the far side right now, but she won't mind. Anyway, you put this over here. You look for their withers, which are not all that prominent in a donkey. And the first
We'll go
thing,
over all that next
right.
week. Okay.
And just like with the horse, Kelly, the first thing on is the cinch, and the last thing off is the cinch. It's
Correct.
exactly like.
Okay.
And these are the cinches here. So I'm
They're
going to
so
go.
little and cute.
Aren't they cute?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, for those of you out there, if you want to learn about donkeys, there is that a fox? They're seeing something.
Could be a fox out there.
Yeah, the foxes are out and about. At any rate, if you want to learn about donkeys, there's the Bible for donkeys. It's called Donkey Talk.
Okay.
And I'm sure we have the book around here somewhere, and we need to get it out so you can read about their temperaments and everything, okay? So this is just a couple of latigos, just like a horse. I mean, the whole thing is just like a horse.
Okay.
And the thing is you want to make sure that the front latigo and the front cinch, you know, come
Behind the shoulder, behind the elbow a little bit. It's not twisted, yeah. Yeah, Gertie's like, I don't know, I remember this.
Yeah, yeah. So,
And they seem to be, they act a lot more stoic than a horse. She's reacting tremendously right now to this, but you don't know it. And with donkeys, you don't know it until you know it.
Until you know it, until they're
in
kicking
fact-
you.
'Cause she's like, yes.
That
She's
could be-
thinking right now, and
that can be very detrimental to them
yes,
when they get sick.
you don't
You
know
don't
it.
even know it. I mean, you really have to be. You have to be careful to look at your donkey every day. You know, because they're stoic. They're
So the
just
mood
stoic.
changes are very subtle.
She's very stressed right now, likely. You know, I can tell. Sometimes she gets a little.
Huh.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she seems like mellow Maud. I mean,
No, no,
she's just...
she's hanging her head there and she's thinking, okay,
She's wanting to walk away now.
yeah, don't bring her back. It's fine. And I also believe that these kinds of issues are as no nonsense as walking. You just go
Yes,
ahead.
you just do it.
Just go ahead and do it. And pretty soon, the more you do it, and this is why you should be doing this every time you walk them. And you
Yeah.
need to walk them frequently, because when the time comes for them to go to the parade, there's going to be a lot of other things to be stressed about.
Yes.
So this
And
should-
we'll be busy and
and
doing
it'll be
whatnot,
busy,
and we don't need to be.
everybody gets hyper, you know? I mean, you get hyper whether you think about it or not, you do. And because you're going to be worried that it's going right and everything. So the last thing you want to do is wait until the day of to get started with your donkey. I would, in fact, I think we should take them downtown before and walk them on the streets. We'll take them to a parking lot and maybe even go into a building. The boot barn has always been good with us, and they allow us to do that. So we'll take them to the boot barn, which is in a shopping mall. Okay.
Is this hers? Yeah, maybe.
Well, I would mark these
There we go.
then.
A
Yeah.
lot of
I think
to-do.
you want to mark one red and one, get it adjusted correctly, and then mark one red and one purple.
Yeah, I have some duct tape, so I'll put a little red on
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah, so that you know what's going on here. And I'm just going to do this very loosely right now just to save time. But I think very soon, Kelly, you should just do it in front of me and then
Yeah.
make...
Yeah, we did, I think we did Monty together.
Yeah, right. And it's just exactly the same, no difference. So then this is the breast collar. And, you know, the idea is...
The other one?
The idea is that these to spread the load. Now they're not going to really have much of a load here.
Just a balloon.
Yeah, it's a balloon. And maybe
And a sound system.
a boom box,
A
or
boom
sound
box,
system
right.
or whatever. But still, I have actually had the donkeys on
Let's
their
do this. Can you face the camera a little bit, Suzanne? Because
Or maybe we could turn her.
Sure.
We're gonna go around to her back end here now, because this part. Let's see here.
And so, you know, when you all saw me when I was starting to work with Brandon, he had me work with the stick, and I wasn't used to this particular kind of stick, and so it was awkward for me. I took Kate her red stick, and I said, you can practice with this. And apparently she ran James all over the place, and so now,
I had the perfect subject to practice with.
she drove him all over the place, so she's pretty good with it now.
And he is very stubborn, too.
He is.
So he's a good stand-in for a donkey.
You know what? He kind of is.
That's an audio geek for you.
An audio
They're very
geek for
stubborn.
me, yeah. And he's in my ear, but he's not saying anything right now.
You see, I've messed up already. I should have done this last. This part goes under the tail. And this is the part, I actually should have it back a little bit farther.
Can you put it under the tail before you completely tighten the cinch?
You have to put,
And the front?
this, in fact, what this needs is a little bit of loosening, and I'm not going to do that right
No,
now.
we'll adjust later.
Okay, because
And this is pretty.
this one needs adjusting right here. And it has a special buckle, which are very hard to do.
That could be Gertie's as well. We'll try them out later.
Okay, at any rate, you undo these on the side, and then you put this underneath the tail. And this might fit.
You can go back a little too.
There we go. But that's too tight.
Yeah, it is.
That's too tight. But you get the drift.
Good job.
Okay. It needs to be loosened, but not much. It's not too bad. And then this goes to the cinch. You see right here?
Right.
Okay, and then she has one on the other side. And this is not going to feel comfortable for her to walk in there because it's too tight. And it just needs to be a little bit looser. But that's it. So the first thing you put on is the cinch. And then you put on the breast collar. And then you take everything off to put this underneath her tail.
Right.
And donkeys are like horses. The first time you do this, you have to really be careful that they will take things under their tail.
Yeah.
You don't just put this on a donkey that's never had it. Now, these guys are great because they've done it before.
There you go. Good.
Yeah. So this is too tight for her. You go ahead and walk her, but she's not going to like it because it's awfully
Yeah.
tight. It's tight. So when she moves her back legs, she says, that's too tight.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Look at how she's moving her back legs kind of stiff. Yeah, that's too tight. But that's fine. After we're done here, let's adjust it, okay?
Okay.
We'll adjust it for both of them,
Come on, Mom.
okay?
I know
How
that
are we
doesn't
doing
feel
on
good.
time here? Okay.
Cesar, are there any comments? Would anyone like to questions or comments for us?
Anybody
Or
have
for
any
Aiden?
questions?
Where are you from, Aiden?
I'm from Bozeman.
You from where?
Bozeman.
Oh, Bozeman.
Yeah.
Sorry, James? James spoke in my ear. Okay. We've got about 6 minutes. Is there anything?
Okay.
Do you want to try the pack on Gertie and see if it's hers?
Oh, well, we can show them the actual packs. Okay. And we have another set of these someplace.
Yes, I know where they are.
Okay. Yeah. And these are the packs that go on, and they just hook on the sawbuck part.
Do you want me to spin her around here?
Yeah. So, let's see here.
How about this, Kate? Well, can you face the camera and then Suzanne can be on
Sure.
either side? Have her
Yeah. So
face
pull
the.
her-
Don't look at her.
Oh,
Walk. Just walk. Kate, just walk.
okay.
Don't let it slide through your fingers. Just walk. Walk.
Come on.
Well, these are supposed to go.
All right, come on.
It's not as easy as you think, is it?
It's not.
Let's make her. There you go. Hope.
Okay.
Stop right there.
Whoa, right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So either side.
Oh,
They can
gotcha.
see either side.
Bear with me, Maude. Bear with me. We're going to learn together.
And ho. Well done, Miss Gertie. You're a rock star. You're a hippie. You're like Prince with that on, aren't you?
Yeah, maybe we should play some Purple Rain.
Purple Rain, Raspberry
Totally.
Beret. We could do all kinds of stuff.
That totally fits. Purple
Wild.
Rain and Raspberry Beret.
It does.
Yeah.
Maybe. James, we're having a Wild Thing by the Trogs and then a couple Prince tunes. Okay,
Yeah.
we might need licensing for. No, we don't.
Oh,
It's a parade in Montana.
a parade in Montana. That's right. We could do Mellow Yellow for Mellow Mod.
Oh, geez, stop it. We can play anything for 30 seconds, says
Anything
Mr.
for 30 seconds, yeah. So we could do a mix of songs.
We could do a mixtape.
Mixtape. Absolutely.
What we really should do is have a fake boombox with a fake tape going around. You know,
Oh, that'd be cool.
James, get on it.
Got
James.
have discombobulated here.
Oh, Gertie.
Yeah. And these have got to go.
Apparently people are amused who are online. They're laughing. What are you laughing at? You don't see this every day? Neither do I, by the way. Nor have I ever worn red and purple together.
Yeah, well, that's.
I think you look very stylish.
You think so? I think you do too.
Well, thank you.
So you put special effort into Lane
I know.
Dan. She has a purple one and a red one.
I've layered
You
my
layered-
colors here.
Okay.
I also have about 5 actual layers on
Yes.
underneath this.
Yes.
It's a little chilly out
My
here.
nose, it's a little, I'm going to do this for a second. It's a little cold.
So I am having a devil.
What do you need?
Well, I don't know what I need here.
Well, we can figure that out next time.
Yeah, I guess so. I got to figure it out here. They hook on the saddle like so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I have this one's kind of this.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We can do
that.
it.
But you got one leaf.
Yeah. So we
I
just
wonder,
Need,
Okay.
do you think we should have plastic flowers in there and be passing them out, throwing them into the crowd?
Oh, yeah. We could
Or
do
candy or
like that.
something?
Or something edible.
Something edible, okay.
People like to eat things.
They do.
Much like donkeys.
Much like well, people are, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we'll put some things. What should we throw from the packs, everyone, into the crowd? Because the crowd's going to be hysterical. I mean,
Well, yeah. You know, it seems to me that taffy comes in all kinds of psychedelic colors.
that's true.
Oh,
You know.
true.
You know.
Yeah.
I'll go to Rock and Rudy's. They probably have
some
cool stuff.
tie-dye taffy.
Tie-dye taffy.
Now I got it
Oh,
figured
there we
out.
go. That looks
Come
great.
on, Mother. Rudy. That's my girl. Thank you. That was excellent.
Okay. Well, I think you guys are going to be coming on Sundays every day about this time, are you not?
Correct. Sundays at
Okay.
2.
Sundays
And
at 2.
one of these Sundays, I think you'll have to start getting them in and out of the trailer.
I think that was this Thursday, unless you bumped me.
Oh, all right. Well, that's
Thursday, I'm putting them in and out of the
okay.
trailer. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I had a word. I talked to Taryn yesterday, by the way,
Yeah.
and she kind of updated me on how they load. So we'll just see.
Yeah. Well, I've never had trouble loading them.
They're going to jump right
the
in.
past, but it's been a while. I mean, everybody forgets when they don't do something for a while. They forget, including donkeys. So this
a
could be
fact.
fun.
I will
too.
do that.
Yeah.
So
But
Kate,
I would do that very consistently too. But remembering that when the time comes, you get them over to the rest home, over to our assisted living at Brookdale, you are going to want to get them back in, without a lot of falderall.
So we're gonna bid you goodbye, everyone. And we did have a suggestion that Kate, you should make cupcakes, and we should throw cupcakes.
Ooh.
Oh, cupcakes.
Like she writes, she trains
Absolutely.
donkeys, she cooks. Jeez. You got
You could
sucker.
totally throw some cupcakes into the crowd.
Anyway,
That would be fun.
Thanks for visiting with us today. Gertie and Maude, thank you. We all thank you. Aiden can't believe what luck he had by stumbling into this.
Yes.
And I will let Suzanne
Yes.
say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Back again. We
Bye.
love having you here, and we'll see you soon.
See you on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.